Hey ladies, so I had told you that I would give you some substitute exercises when squats, lunges, side lunges, all of them bother your knees, okay? And thank you Misty for reminding me. I'm sorry I forgot I'm writing my finals, not writing my finals, but I'm writing my final papers for, I'm training to be a psychotherapist, so I've been a little bit distracted lately. So this is a good break. So anyways, if you want to know how to substitute exercises for a squat or for lunges without bothering your knees, you have to know what muscles you're working first of all. When I'm squatting or when I'm lunging, I'm using three main muscle groups. I'm using my glutes, my butt, my quadriceps, and my hamstrings, okay? So the glutes are what are known as hip extensors. They serve to stand me up. So they squeeze to stand me up. And the hamstrings also help in that. The upper hamstrings help with that. And the lower hamstrings are used to curl, okay? So if I'm lying down on a bench and I'm in one of those leg curl machines, for example, or I'm curling a stability ball in, and that's the exercise I'm going to give you to do. The curling motion is the hamstrings, okay? Quadriceps, what they do is they extend the knee like that, okay? So they contract to pull my lower leg up, okay? That's called knee extension. This is knee flexion, and this is hip flexion, okay? So those three movements are all involved in squatting or lunging. So what we're going to do is we're going to do exercises that work those muscles individually and are designed to try and take the knees out of it as much as possible. So if your knees are really bad, you may only be able to do two of these three exercises. One of them is particularly tough, okay? And that's the one that you may not be able to do. But what I've noticed is that for people who have knee pain when they squat or lunge, surprisingly enough, often their knees don't bother them on this exercise, okay? So three exercises I'm going to give you that you can use in place of squatting or lunging or side lunging, okay? The first is called a hip thruster. Now, I haven't met a lady yet, and I've trained a lot. I've been a personal trainer now for 15 years. I haven't met one yet who doesn't want a nice tight butt. That's usually one of the requests I get, okay? So a hip thruster is an exercise that is designed to activate the glutes. And actually, if done right, studies show that it activates the glutes perhaps more than any other exercise. Here's how you do it. You can get on the side of a couch or a stability ball. I'm going to use my bench. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down on the end of the bench until my shoulder blades are on the bench, okay? My feet are flat. My pressure is mainly on the heels. I can lift my toes up, okay? Put my arms out like this, just for comfort. Lie my head back so I'm not straining my neck. And what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to thrust up by squeezing my butt, squeezing my glutes together. So this is a little graphic, but it's not mine. This is from Dr. Stuart McGill, ex of Waterloo University here near to where I live, and he's probably the world's foremost expert on the spine. This is his cue. What he says is, imagine there's a $100 bill on the ground and you got to grab it with your butt, okay? So every time you come up, you get another $100. So grab it with your butt, come up, squeeze, and then back down. Squeeze, down, squeeze, down. Resist going up on your toes. Don't go up on your toes, okay? This is for the glutes. You can add weight. You can hold a weight of some kind in your lap to make it harder. That's absolutely fine, okay? Second exercise, and this is the one that may be problematic for your knees, okay? To work the quads, you'll see guys in the gym, or girls in the gym, doing leg extensions, right? You know the leg extension machine? You've probably done it yourself, okay? Great way to work the quadriceps in isolation. Well, you may not have a leg extension machine at home, but that's okay. You can do something called a box leg extension. So imagine that my bench was a plyo box, a plyometric box, which is why you call it a box leg extension. You can use a chair, you can use a couch, you can use whatever you want. Here's how it looks, okay? You're going to do leg extensions from basically an elevated downward dog position. Here we go. I'm going to put my toes on the edge of the couch, the chair, the box, the bench, whatever I'm using. My knees are really bent, you see that? And from here, I'm going to bend, straighten them. Bend, straighten, bend, straighten. That's a leg extension, okay? Box leg extension. This is a hard exercise. It's really challenging. My clients hate it. But it's so good for you. Now, it really isolates the knees and puts a lot of pressure on the knees, but like I said, for some reason, oftentimes people have knee pain, report that that doesn't bother them. So there's one you can do for the quadriceps. And finally, one for the hamstrings. If you have a stability ball, if you don't, you might not be able to do this, but you can do it with a suspension trainer, or you can do it with a stability ball. I won't demonstrate the suspension trainer version, you can Google that. But if you're doing it with a stability ball, what you want to do is lay down on the ground like this, put your lower calves on the ball, lay down flat, elevate your butt, squeeze your butt so that your body's nice and straight, and curl the ball in, okay? Now as you're going back out, don't let your butt sag, push your butt up, okay? Squeeze, push your butt up. That's where you really work the hamstrings, okay? So, this is the stability ball hamstring curl. What we've done now is with 3 exercises, we've worked all the muscles that you normally would with a squat, with a lunge, with a side lunge, okay? You just do 1, 2, 3, then take a rest, and do 1, 2, 3 again, or wherever it fits in your routine, how you're doing it, you just replace the one exercise with those 3, okay? Give it a try. Let me know how it is in the comments. If the box leg extension bothers your knees, don't do it. If any of the exercises bother you, don't do them. But I'm sure many of you will find these are good substitutions.